Hello, my name is Justin Warren, and I'll be discussing the legal and ethical differences of a citizen speaker and a demagogue. The difference of the ethical and legal obligations of the responsibility of a citizen speaker and a demagogue is both night and day, of how both treat their argument, the audience they are trying to convince, and the research they had committed to before giving out their discourse about any given subject. The main responsibility that has been implemented into the natural rules of being a speaker is how honest and respectful and how much responsibility they had held up for speaking to their audience and talking about the research they had committed to the subject. These such rules of honesty, respect, and responsibility have been discussed since ancient Greece, where a speaker must be open-minded to criticisms and counter-argument their audience may have about the subject. They must be open to answer all questions without judgment while maintaining their argument, but also willing to change their ideals if given a solid point. These legal and ethical rules have been implemented in order to avoid spreading corruption and using scare tactics to unethically solidify the speaker's argument. A citizen speaker ethically cannot use scare tactics and propaganda in order to sway the audience to agree with them. A citizen speaker cannot research biases that aren't open-minded to new ideas, and citizen speakers that don't threaten or belittle counter-arguments have a better time getting their point across in a respectful manner. Demagogues, however, are different to citizen speakers. They go against all of the ethical principles and legal obligations that come with properly speaking to their audience. Demagogues use fear and threats to sway people into either buying products or getting their point across. Demagogues belittle and threaten those who question their arguments, which is not an ethical way to get their point across. The Supreme Court even goes against demagogues, stating that any argument that includes threatening a person or a group of people is violation of the First Amendment. While citizen speakers use proper research and speeches that promote open-minded arguments, demagogues go against the way arguments are supposed to be properly handled by using scare tactics and threats in order to sway the audience they're speaking to's judgment.